Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chodesh. The belongings to my teachers, that apostles, and all there is a great millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forward this word with truth and sincerity. And if you Akwat as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the Camp GMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson. And we're in the time where scoffers and scorners are at a all-time high. Okay, because indeed, we are in the finale of judgments, right? So it has to be that way that, there's a lot of scoffers that's going to scoff at the true doctrine, the true, the ministry of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. Okay, so let's read the 2 Peter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. Okay, and we're seeing that, man. Okay, scoffers on the comment board saying all type of madness, making videos. Okay, the most recent one is that Jake that made that AI video of, the apostles and different men from these different camps, eating flesh and drinking blood live on video. Well, it's fake. It's a fabricated AI video, but you can see, hey, these scoffers, man, hey, they're relentless, man. They're doing whatever, man, just to scoff at this truth, man. And that video was wicked, man. It was a bit funny, but it's still wicked. You don't just do something like that, man. Because we know Esau is gonna use this AI technology, to fabricate things to accuse us. Okay, and we're seeing Jake is utilizing that and making all type of madness, man. Let's read that in the NLT. 2 Peter 3, verse 3 NLT. Most importantly, I want to remind you that in the last days, scoffers will come, mocking the truth and following their own desires. You see, mocking the truth. And that's what they're doing, man. They're mocking the truth. They're mocking the true man of the Lord, man. Not knowing that, hey, you doing that that could be death unto you, man. Okay? You don't think the Lord's just gonna watch you do all these comments, saying all type of blasphemy and nonsense about his men and making videos, and he's just gonna let that go unscathed and not bring forth the judgment? He will. Okay, and Proverbs speaks about let's get that judgment prepared for fools. Oh, hold on. Come on. Hold on. Stripes for the back of fools. Damn. It's in Proverbs. There we go. Proverbs 19 and verse 29. It says, judgments are prepared for scorners and stripes for the backs of fools. Okay, so all these judgments that the Lord is getting ready to bring upon the planet Earth, a lot of these coffers, they're gonna catch them judgments, man. They're gonna dive head deep inside them, man. Okay, that's what it's prepared for. Judgments are prepared for scorners and stripes for the back of fools, man. So, these scoffers, these scorners, they will suffer. Those that have made mockery of the truth, like we read, they will suffer. Because at the end of the day, the Lord gets the last say-so, man. Okay, you don't just get to ride off in the sunset and the words that you have said, the insults that you have said, you don't think you're going to give account for them? You will. Every idle word. Let's get that. Every idle word that men shall speak. They're going to have to give account thereof, man, the day of judgment. You don't just get to skate off in the sunset, man. Okay, our power is a power of judgment. It may take some time, for the judgment to come, but it will come. Okay. Matthew 12 and verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So all the idle words that you speak, you're gonna have to give account of it, man. Okay, all those words that you have said without labor, because that's what that word idle was into, without labor. In other words, you don't filter in your thoughts, whatever thought that comes in. Oh, let me say this about what they're preaching. Well, let me throw this video. Let me throw this comment. Not filtering your thoughts, man, and actually considering, yo, these are actually the men of the Lord. I can't just say whatever. Okay, so this is the word idle in the Greek. It says argos. It says free from labor, at leisure, lazy, shunning the labor which one ought to perform. So you're not filtering in your thoughts. Okay, you're just letting whatever come to your mind and spewing it out. First, you let whatever comes to your mind. You think about it, then afterwards you go and type it on a comment board. So that's idle, man. Because before you write a comment on something, you actually think about it, and then you reread it to see if the spelling is correctly right. So you have time to actually ponder and say, yo, is this right? Because it's different when a thought comes into your mind and then you just say it, but you have time to actually go and write it down and then correct it to make sure it's the proper way, and then click enter. And then that's your life right there. Fucking idiots. So yeah, man, you're gonna have to give account, man, for those idle words, man, for those videos, the skits. Jake's gonna have to give account, man, because they think this thing of ours is a joke. They see this truth, this ministry of ours as a joke. But you will see. The scriptures say at the day of thy power that people shall be willing. They're gonna see, oh shit, yo, I fucked up. They're gonna try to repent, but it's too late. Now it's judgment for your ass, man. That's why whenever we see these scoffers and mockers, hey, we know what it is, bro. We read it in 2 Peter 3 and verse 3, man. You know what it is. Eventually, the Lord is going to judge your ass. So keep doing what you're doing, man. It's supposed to be like that. We're supposed to have scoffers. We're supposed to have men that don't like this, that hate this truth, man, that speak evil of us. That's a good sign. That's a sign showing you that, hey, the Lord is dealing with you. Let's get that, man. Let's get that, because even Yahushua said, man, there we go. Luke 6 and verse 22 says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. See, but we're blessed. Keep making skits. Keep going on the comment board and roasting or whatever, saying insults, offending us. Keep doing it. Because that's a sign, an indicator showing that we're blessed. The fact that you're showing that you don't like us, you abhor us, you hate us, that's showing us that we're blessed, because that's how the men of the Lord are supposed to be treated, man. Because we're not coming with a good message. We're coming with a message that's not world friendly, a message that's against this world, man. Okay, so therefore people will hate us. People will not like us. They're going to insult, say jokes, make skits. Cool. That you're fulfilling your lot. You're fulfilling your lot, man. Okay, hey, Noah, he had his own scoffers that he had to deal with. But what happened at the end of the day? They all fucking drowned. Okay, they received those judgments. Proverbs 19 and 29. Those judgments that our water was prepared for them. So they drowned, man. Thinking Noah was joking. Oh, this guy, he's a nut job, man. Oh, you know how Jake is. And they come to find out when those first drops started dropping, they're like, oh shit. Trying to run, go to the ark and ask for Noah to open the door to come in. But that door was shut, man. The Lord shut that door. Noah couldn't open it because the Lord shut it. So they drowned, man. Hey, this is going to happen here too, man. In the finale of judgments, hey, Jake is going to catch a whole lot of hell. It's not called Jacob's trouble for no reason. And mass majority of the scoffers that we have, it's our own people, man. Our own fucking people. Here it is. We try to give them good message, but yet they're scoffing us, man. Evil is what was that? Jeremiah said, shall evil be rewarded for good. You know, we're giving them a good message, man. Look how they're rewarding us. Skits, comments. Well, and as far as the comments, it's nothing good. I think it's in Jeremiah 18. You know? So yeah, man. So it's fitting that the Lord is going to judge them, man. You know? There we go. Jeremiah 18 and verse 20. I'm going to start at verse 19. Give heed to me, O Lord, and hearken to the voice of them that contend with me. Shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them and to turn away thy wrath from them. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, we don't want to see our people die, just like the Lord doesn't want to. But hey, we understand that it has to happen, man. It's a necessary evil. It has to happen because Jake is fucked up, man. Isaiah 1. You know, the whole head is sick from the sole of the foot. There was no soundness in it. Jake is sick, man. The only way for them to be healed is with those nukes hitting them, man. And judgments. Them just being resetted, man. They just need to be resetted, bro, because they cannot be healed, man. Okay? Because the only way for them to be healed is to accept this word, and they're not willing to accept it. So they have to be resetted, man. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. You know what I'm saying? Because if Jake continues, hey, they're going to continue in their folly. So they have to be resetted, man. You know, so hey, shall evil be recompensed for good? No. You know, the Lord is going to avenge us. The Lord is going to, you know, have our backs, man. You know, and bring all these scoffers, these mockers to naught, man. And we're going to get to laugh. We're going to get to have the last laugh, man, and laugh at y'all niggas, man, when the Lord is judging your ass, man. Thinking this is a joke and shit, man. This is deadly serious, bro. There's a reason why we're so fervent and consistent about this truth, man, because we know the urgency of this thing of ours, man. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So there's a sense of urgency with this, man. It's serious. It's deadly serious. But you know, everything's a joke with Jake. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna see, man. They're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to judge our scoffers and mockers, man. You know? Hey, offend not one of these little ones. Hey, well, a lot of us say people are offending us, but they're going to come to find out, man, what happens when you offend the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? The prophets are highly regarded in the eyes of the Lord. Those are the top spirits that's highly regarded in the earth, man. Okay? Because hey, we're doing his service. It's not no light thing, man. But anyways, I'm going to close it off there, man. Making all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach Chodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.